My name is Eskenasy, and I've lived in many different places. I'm from Guatemala, but I've lived in Miami, in Switzerland, in Panama, in El Salvador, and I currently live in Ireland.
My name is Parissi, and I am from Greece. I have lived though and worked in France, Germany and Japan, and now I'm back to Greece. We are so happy to have such an international community joining us today. For 15 years, we both had international roles in the corporate world and entrepreneurship. And in that process, we got married and became mothers, and we had 2 beautiful babies each. We were both expats in different countries. But several years ago, we both went through big changes in our personal and professional lives that left us feeling really overwhelmed. Our circumstances were different, but our feelings were similar. For me, becoming a mother was a big desire. However, when at the age of 38 this dream came true and I had my 2 babies, I changed countries, continents, and I stopped working. And it felt like I had lost myself after maternity. I lost my dreams. I was always in a reactive mode, always tired, blaming others. But if I'm honest, because of my lack of self-confidence, I was seeking external approval and expecting others or conditions outside of me to fulfill me. On the other hand, Anna had to be in bed for several months during her second pregnancy, which affected all areas of her life, especially her relationship, her business, and her health. She felt depressed and she didn't know how to make things turn around, and she was feeling very overwhelmed. So for both of us, externally, things looked okay. Nothing major had happened, but we both felt like everything was falling apart. We were unfulfilled. We were desperately in need of a new balance, and it was not easy to get out of this state. But one day, in different ways for each one of us, we stumbled upon one book that changed our lives. In fact, we realized that we needed to take 100% responsibility over our lives and anything that we didn't like, because it was just going to get worse and worse if we didn't do something about it. So one of the key things we realized is that we might not be able to change our circumstances, but we can change our thoughts and attitude. And this took us into a deep personal transformation journey. So really, from that moment, the only way was up, and we never stopped. We took the road less traveled. We went out of our comfort zones so many times. We both focused on learning from the best. We read more than 100 books each. We took more than 25 online courses and certifications and listened to hundreds of podcasts and webinars. That was our own way to find our answers and to wake up feeling happy and fulfilled from within, while our external circumstances had originally remained the same. And that was really the magic. And after that, all areas of our life started to improve dramatically.
During the past 5 years, we came across methodologies and tools that were highly life-transforming and had immediate impact in our life, while others were just not that effective. Most of them sound nice in theory, but in real life, it was hard to apply them into our day-to-day. So we would always fall back into our old habits. When we met with Effie, we were very surprised with how similar our backgrounds and stories had been. And we were also surprised with the amount of courses, books, and mentors that we each had, and the time and money that we had each invested in our learning and growth. We started to share with each other the most effective combinations of methods, tools, and best practices that had worked for each of us. You should have seen us. We are both very passionate about this, and since we had studied from so many people, literally hundreds of experts, we really distilled the best and most powerful concepts. After that, we started thinking of how we could really simplify the transformation process for someone who is either going through a difficult time like we were before, or for someone who needs a new balance in their life so that they can create their ideal life and bring meaning and fulfillment into their day-to-day. And that they can do this faster in a focused and effective and actionable way that is really long-lasting, so that they can bring more purpose and more strategy into every area of our life. This led us to create the Purpose Strategy. And we summarized our methodology into creating a strategic life plan, because we believe that everyone can shift their reality to have a healthy, successful, and fulfilling life that they love and reach their full potential, independently of where you are now and your past. Everyone deserves this, and a strategic life plan is a simple and effective way of accomplishing this.